Do you drive with DoorDash, Uber Eats, Roadie, Instacart, Walmart Spark, or any other gig app, and you need some help with tracking your mileages, your expenses, and so many other things that can help you out? Well, let me tell you about the Solo app. I remember when I first started and I had to keep up with all my mileages by writing it down, keeping all my receipts, keeping track of all my own expenses. But now that I have learned, I can actually do this all from an app. And that's when I use the Solo app. So if you're ready for me to tell you a little bit more, let's go through this thing one by one so you can get the same perks and advantages and see how Solo can make it easy on you at the end of the year for your taxes. So let's get started. You can find the Solo app, which looks like this, in the Google Play Store. And I also made it easy for you by going down to my description and hitting the link below, where you can actually start off with a 7-day free trial. And by using my link, you can actually get $10 off your first subscription. As you tap the home screen, you'll see your earnings, miles tracked, how many jobs you've completed, the tips. This is just for an example. And as you go down, you will see your average earnings per hour, your expenses, and estimated annual taxes. And if you scroll down just a little bit where you see platforms, hit the little plus sign right here where it shows like DoorDash, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, Instacart, Roadie. And you can see like even on mine, you see the green check mark and it says connected. Those are the ones that I'm actually connected to. If you need to add any platforms, all you have to do is like go ahead and select like Grubhub, enter the email and the password, and it will connect it and you'll be ready to go. How you doing? Once you tap on income, it gives you a breakdown of like a total income, your hourly income, and on the right it shows the total net income and your hourly net income. As you keep on scrolling down, it will even give you like a breakdown of what platform you actually get the most money off of. So that's pretty cool. Then keep on scrolling down. Even it shows the bar graph, and you also on the very bottom, you can manually add an income. Once you tap on the expenses, it shows your total expenses, the miles driven, and mileage expenses, which is great to know for at the end of the year. And directly under that, you can actually add expenses. Even for my own expenses that I had to add for my own this year, I had to put my transmission on, which is nearly $9,000. So, ouch. But I'm going to actually have that to help save myself a little bit at the end of the year. Then on the very top where it says taxes, it also gives you a breakdown in this little bar graph, which is pretty cool. Keep on scrolling down. It gets all into the nitty-gritty with the numbers, income, expenses, net income, federal taxes, state taxes, self-employment taxes, and net after tax. So it really breaks it down. Then what you can do after that, then you hit the little car symbol, which is trips, and it's going to show you the miles driven and the tax deduction. And of course, you also see here where it shows a manual tracking, but I have mine on auto tracking already. So I don't have to track it at all. It knows exactly when I'm doing Uber Eats. It knows exactly when I'm doing DoorDash or any other app that I have connected to the Solo app. So this is huge. This is a game changer because I've had other apps where I've actually had to separate it and say, well, this one was a DoorDash, this one's a Uber Eats. No, not with this. This is going to separate this from DoorDash to Uber Eats to Roadie. That's awesome. And it also separates from your personal miles as well. So how you doing? And on down where it says view trip log, as you see, I have a lot, but a lot of those are going to be personal miles, which was going to just kind of roll into my personal log automatically. But the main thing that it's going to really focus on and what's going to count at the end of the year will be my gig work, such as a few examples here. As you can see, my DoorDash mileages. And in the green is the tax deductions for that day. And when you back out once, going back to this screen, you can also add a trip if you need to. Now let's look at scheduling. So when we hit the schedule icon, you can see like 7 days out of the week. You can actually hit schedule now, and the Solo app actually gives you the averages of each gig, which is pretty cool. Even like, for example, there's a difference from 1 to 2 a.m. being $15.40 an hour. Then you look at 3 to 4 a.m. the average is 2024. Okay, so if you need any type of advantage to know like, oh, when's a good time to Dash or when's a good time ride share, Uber Eats, just any of these platforms, it can really help you out in when to actually work. And now let's go ahead and hit that guarantee now, where you can actually get guaranteed pay, which means if you don't actually make the amount of money that's in your area, Solo will actually make up the difference. All you have to do are use these credits for the hours that you schedule. And if you need more credits, you can also click right on the very top right-hand corner where you can actually purchase more credit. Now let's look at the insight, because this will actually give you the breakdown of your area. And in my area, which is Dallas, Texas, you can actually see in the green where it's less busy and the red where it's actually busy. So that's just another way where Solo gives you an advantage. And when you scroll down, it will actually give you for your area the breakdown of how much you can get paid. Like on DoorDash, for instance, here, it shows $14 an hour. Ouch. Then we have Uber Eats with $12, Roadie with $10. That's worse. Okay, this is a little bit better. Spark, $24 an hour, Uber, $20 an hour. That sounds a little bit better. Then it goes on where you can see that like Amazon Flex, Lyft, Instacart, Grubhub, Fiverr, Shipt, GoPuff. Come on now. If you do any of these apps, it can help you greatly. And from here, we can see the leaderboard, which I only worked like one time this week, making $117. And it shows I'm at 261st place. Not too good, but hey, who's counting? We already have other people that's actually on the app that's making over $1,000, $800, $750. That's pretty cool, especially if you want to try to compete. You want to go for number one, you're going to have to be in the 2000s, I'm sure, as I even looked at it last week. Even in the next perk, when you tap on airports, shows that there's 64 flights arriving at 5:30 today. So I'm just like, wow. So if you want to strategize around this, the Solo app can really help you out now, even when it comes to events. Click on each of those days a week, see if they have any events in your area, and you can change the radius from 5, 10, 25, 50 miles and all the way up to 200 miles if you wanted to. It will pull up events in your area so you can help strategize and maximize your earning. So as you can see, this does a much more than just mileages and expenses. And if this is something you might need, go ahead and check out the link below and start your free trial today. And while you're at it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can also support the channel with channel membership and see me in the next video.